Alright, so this is out there for all the firefighters at the fire stations and people at home who are doing CrossFit or just want to get into the Olympic lifts and are kind of afraid to. People roll through our station at 33s quite a bit, and I hear people saying they shy away from the powerlifting, the Olympic lifting, because they don't know how to do it. Or I always have people looking to get better and they're not quite sure what route to go. The mechanics of Olympic lifting are, there's a lot that goes into it, so there's a lot of things we could find that's wrong with your form and probably fix it. But one of the most basic ways to fix problems and to get better at lifting is just through skills practice, and one of the easiest ways to do that is through the Burgener Warm-Up. As usual, you can go on YouTube and put in CrossFit / Coach Burgener and Burgener Warm-Up, and you probably find this on video as well. But we'll go through these steps. And like I said, someone who's new to lifting, this is a good way to practice and to break the movement apart and then put it back together to get the full motion of the snatch. And this applies to the clean as well, just change it to grip. Or for someone who has been snatching for a while but is finding some chinks in their arm that's not going so smooth, they can change or try the Burgener Warm-Up as a skill practice. So as usual, we start with the feet. Get our feet right below our hips in a good jumping position. Grab the bar nice and wide. If you're not quite sure where to grab the bar for your overhead snatch, it should be about the same as your overhead squat. Or you can do what's called a dislocator and go up and over. And do this a couple times and keep moving the hands until you find that position where you can't go any further without bending an arm. That's when you're too far, so walk it back out just a hair, or 6 to 8 inches right over the head is a good starting point. Okay? So the first part of the Burgener Warm-Up is nothing more than a dip and a drive with a shoulder shrug. So dip and shrug, dip and shrug. Nice. The next part is we work in the high pull, which is a dip, shrug, and high pull. As soon as you hit this position, you drop back down, heels down. We also call it the scarecrow, because when you're at the top of this position, you want to make sure that your elbows are up and forward, not pulling back. If we get in the habit of shrugging and pulling back, we're going to change the direction of that weight back this way. It's going to pull you over and make you miss a load. So dip, shrug, high pull. Dip, shrug, high pull. Alright? Alright, so after you dip, shrug, high pull, we're going to go into what's called the Burgener muscle snatch. And basically it's also known as the Thal snatch. So we're going to dip, drive, shoulder shrug, high pull, and now turn the bar overhead. We don't change our feet position yet. We keep it right in that jumping position for now. So it looks like this. Basically what we're working on is putting together that shrug, the high pull, and the snap overhead. What to be careful of is when you come up, when you dip, shrug, the bar travels straight up and down and flips over and does not come up and move out. If you find you're having a problem coming out, stand in front of a doorway or a bar that will keep you something to hit to keep you from going out. Okay? On the very last one, we're going to go ahead and change our feet, and we're going to do what's called skip jumps. All right? We're going to go from our jumping position, which is our heels under the hips, to our landing position, which is our overhead squat position. We're going to do what's called 2, 2, and 2, 2 at 2 inches, 2 at 4 inches, and 2 at 6 inches. And the last one at full depth. The very last movement is the full snatch. From this one, we're going to put all those things together now. Start in our jumping position. We're going to dip, drive to a shoulder shrug, a high pull, and drop into our skip jump. Preferably to a full depth snatch, or as low as you feel comfortable at that time. Ready? So. We'll do 5s. Good? Sweet. Okay, as I said before, good for skill practice or for someone brand new to Olympic lifting. The snatch is a good practice way to build into actually doing a full snatch. Once you've gotten really good at that, you can always do the same thing and add a 45-pound bar. Burgener's athletes we'll build up to where they're doing that warm-up with a bar, and then moving up to 115 pounds. Some of those big lifters will even go to 135 at 10 sets each, or 10 reps each for the Burgener warm-up. Kind of how I bring this into my training is I use it as part of my warm-up. If you can do it every day, it's quick and easy with the PVC pipe. That skill builder and muscle memory will make you much better and quicker at the snatch. Maybe once a week when I'm doing the actual snatch of the movement, will I grab a bar and work a little bit of the same technique with a bar for a little weight behind there. So happy lifting.
Nice.